From Walt Disney Pictures, Coach Gordon Bombay
Nice haircut. Did you lose a bet?
is back with the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, no! Haven't you guys been training in the off-season? I knew we forgot something.
Now he's trying to do the impossible.
Only you could teach them to fly.
And turn them into world champions.
Do you think hockey's just a bunch of guys trying to knock a puck into a net with a stick?
Isn't it? I say so.
Emilio Estevez, D2, the Mighty Ducks are back. Rated PG. Starts Friday, March 25th.
Fat. For years, people have tried to hide it, stuff it, even burn it. Well, Skippy came up with a whole new idea. We cut it. Introducing new Skippy Reduced Fat Peanut Butter with 30% less fat, plus the delicious Skippy taste you crave. So now you can spread it, devour it, and just plain love it. New Skippy Reduced Fat Peanut Butter. Cut the fat, don't cut out the Skippy. Wow.
Yum! Oh, the taste of...
Mango.
I will put first things
I will build a
last.
castle on the ocean floor.
I will go explore.
I'll get a really good tan. It's different out here. Norwegian Cruise Line.
Anyone can advertise a low monthly payment. Thing is, once you look down, that's how you feel. Down. But look at your Ford dealer's ad. Escort, under $250 a month with no down payment and no tricks. Suddenly, things are looking up. Escort, America's best-selling small car. Under $250 with nothing down. If you think anyone else can offer a deal like this, look down. Then look up to your Northeast Ohio Ford dealer. No wonder they're winning Ohio over.
Investing your money by mail, huh, Ernie? Did you ever think you're sending your money to strangers, Ernie? There is an easier way. Just visit your local society bank and talk to one of our investment specialists. So, Warren, don't send money to strangers. Just invest in society. Where to grow. I believe that's a federal offense, Ernie.
Very special baby delivery. The story at 11.
Now the story of a man who can have anything he wants in Hollywood. He's got multi-million-dollar budgets and big stars clamoring to work with him. And this is the guy. Actually, it was the guy back when we called him Opie on the Andy Griffith Show. Well, he's grown up to be director Ron Howard, who makes movies worth tens of millions of dollars. Movies like Backdraft and Splash, Parenthood, Cocoon, and now this week, a new one with an all-star cast called The Paper. So what's the secret to Ron Howard's success? Here's John Hockenberry.
Hollywood.
Oh, come on!
Town without pity. Where predators drink Perrier and eat their young. Ron Howard was not on the menu.
That's okay.
Howard's career brought him stardom at age 5, but for 35 years he has avoided the pitfalls of galactic egos, sudden oblivion, and substance abuse like a charmed man strolling through 8 lanes of freeway traffic.
I think we should put it in and listen to the whole, the whole movie.
But are you big in Hollywood? Big. There are certainly bigger. You're big in this town. I mean, you're huge, not huge in this town. Ron Howard, though, big. Huge? Yeah, huge. He is. He's enormous. Ronnie Howard, huge in this town?
Huge in this town.
Huge in this town.
Yeah, and also very, very big in New Jersey.
One way of looking at power in Hollywood is anybody who can get a picture made by saying, I'll do the picture, that's power. That kind of power Ron Howard has.
Millions of people in the United States think they know Ron Howard.
Right.
From all the times they've seen you on television.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know you?
I think they probably have a pretty fair idea of what kind of a person I am, and it may be fairly accurate. I may be a little more driven or a little more ambitious than people would expect.
Everybody talks about what a nice guy he is. Look, the guy may end up on a building with a rifle in a couple of years. I don't know. But if he's going to, he's totally got me fooled.
Does he have a temper?
He has a sort of a very slow, long fuse, which I've tested enough.
Ron Howard's co-star in his charmed life is his wife, Cheryl. They've been sweethearts since high school. Today they have 4 children.
So does your son, Ron,
have a killer instinct?
He has a drive like I have never seen in another human being. Like when he decided he wanted to be a basketball player. And I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was barely light, and I'd hear this basketball, you know, hitting that concrete or hitting the backboard, and he'd be out there practicing. And he would practice until I'd make him come in.
He's one of these rare and extremely fortunate people that somehow he just grew up right.
Ever did a mean thing?
No. Never did a mean thing.
Never did a mean thing?
Never done anything mean.
Doesn't that make you crazy?
It does.
The combination of Brian Grazer, producer, and Ron Howard, director, and nice guy, has proven wildly successful ever since they started their movie company, Imagine Entertainment, 10 years ago.
Even if you don't think it would ever work.
They are responsible for blockbusters like Splash, Parenthood, and Cocoon. Grazer and Howard are movie moguls. After Steven Spielberg, the director with the best box office record in Hollywood is Ron Howard.
He was the best free thrower they had on the team. So when the game got real close and they needed an extra point, they'd say, get in there and get Howard fouled. Get Howard fouled.
Ron Howard's latest movie, The Paper, is no free throw.
You want to run the story? You got 5 hours until 8 o'clock. Go get the story. No, hey, do your job. Do your job.
The likes of Robert Duvall, Glenn Close, Michael Keaton, Marissa Tomei, Jason Robards, and Randy Quaid. An intimidating cast by any Hollywood standard.
How does Ron deal with those people?
That still amazes me.
Really?
Well, yeah, because those are all great actors, and they're all powerful. And you go, sweet Ron Howard's in the middle of all of that.
And background. Same starting spot. Marissa, you're in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And action. It's very scary acting and sorting out those issues which, you know, if they don't get worked out well, the actor knows that he or she could wind up looking like a real horse's ass. I think they know that I know that, and I'm there to try to help them solve these problems, and that's a very comfortable environment for me. And what I always come back to is that that's all actors want. Is they just want somebody to help them do their job real well.
He is a product of all of the experiences that he's had growing up on sound stages, acting, in television series or movies, studying great directors, studying great actors, and he's the cumulative effect of those things.
The Andy Griffith Show.
For the 8 years it was on the air, the Andy Griffith Show was so successful.
Look, Pa, ain't it slick?
And Ron Howard so convincing, it seemed possible to believe that a town called Mayberry and the little boy named Opie actually existed just down the road a piece, and not on some Hollywood back lot. But that little boy had some life outside of Mayberry, in the movies, acting with greats like Yul Brynner, E.G. Marshall, Robert Preston, and Glenn Ford. But no star taught Ron Howard the ropes. It was this actor, a hard-working, bad guy, dies in every movie character actor named Rance Howard, Ronnie's dad.
We never made his working important. It wasn't important to us that he did it, so he never felt any pressure that he had to get out there and he had to get the job. And
we always lived in the house that Rance bought.
Yeah, we lived
on Rance's money.
On what I could make, not what he could make.
From the beginning, I was having more success than he was. He was working, he was making a nice living, but, you know, his face wasn't on the cover of TV Guide, and he would talk about that in the most comforting kind of way. He would say, gee, you've got a great part that you're getting to play right now, and it's a very popular show, and kids would come up and say, are you a movie star? And I'd say to him, am I a movie star? And he'd say, well, no, you're an actor on a very successful show.
We never wanted Ron to be a movie star. You know, he never considered himself a movie star.
Never?
He was always an actor.
Yeah.
He was an actor like his dad was.
Yeah. We were actors. We were character
and like
actors.
Andy Griffith was an actor. He wasn't a movie star.
Morning, son.
Morning, Pa.
What you doing?
Fixing some breakfast.
Oh?
What sort of things you fixing?
Bugs and worms and things.
He was 5. And, of course, he was unable to read at that time, and he couldn't read when we started the series. And so his mother and father would teach him his lines. Once in a while, if his concentration would leave him or his energy would leave him, once in a while, you would see an arm come around a door and thump him on the head. And that was his father.
This storybook family is probably responsible for more storybook television than any family next door in American history. Ron's brother Clint had his very own TV series, Gentle Ben. In this modest suburban household, even the little